absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Wentz to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
And now off to the races down the right side. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels. Then you become a chaser instead of a tackler. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up. On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big... And he loses the football a 2nd time. And he keeps fighting his way in. To the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it certainly... a long way still to go, but stranger... Things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind it.
And his first carry, he loses the football. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A give to Howard running left. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A give left side to Howard. They find some open field here. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And now running right through it. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz going to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw is Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.